Hello, Chris at RD Tech. Different video today. If any of you are friends with me on Facebook personally, you know I made a post today about one of my favourite albums, well, an album I've fallen in love with again. One of my favourite bands obviously is Metallica, as I imagine quite a few people's is. And that album is Injustice for All. I haven't listened to it for quite a while, and for some reason on iTunes it came up, and I've been listening to it a lot lately, the whole album, and what a masterpiece it is from that era. But they've had a huge influence on me, and well, one of the biggest out of all of my favourite bands. And it's influenced me gear-wise many times over the years now, and it's a big influence on metal tone, and I strive to get it when I'm at home a lot as well. I'm playing a lot. I don't play along with the albums very much anymore, but this is a way to get the Injustice for All tone on a reasonable budget. You don't need something like this, but EMGs are really important, and obviously this has been done many times in many videos, but this is the way I've been doing it. So we start off with a EMG loaded guitar, preferably an 81. Now I can't afford a Mark II C Plus, and I probably never will, but there are other ways and means of getting that tone on a budget. Now this is my Mesa Boogie Studio Pre amp. I love this thing. It doesn't only just do this sort of thing, it's very versatile. There's a great Fender clean as well. But for today's purposes, that is running into a PV 60 watt mono power amp. So this is basically a combination. It's a 6L6 power stage, which is what the Boogies would have been. So this pairs up really nicely. That's then running into my load box, which is then running into the Helix, which is acting as the impulse response loader today. This is very important because on the internet it's free. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description below, and there's some impulse responses of Metallica sound, of a Metallica speaker and mixing desk configurations. Now these are doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but I have done a patch where I've used the Mesa Boogie Mark IV model in the Helix, and that does a really good job, to be fair. More of a budget, you'll get away with that, but this sounds pretty close. Now, a quick... So, we've got the volume, which is like your pre-gain, at 5.5. Master output is at 5. There's 2 masters on this. There's some output levels at the back. That's on 2. Master on 2. Trebles on 9. Bass 0. Middle 0. They're like pre-filters, so it's cutting all the mids and bass out before it gets distorted, which gives you that real tight crunch. The fat switch is in. The lead bright is off. Reverb's off, obviously. Lead drive is at 4. Now the graphic is the really big important bit on the Boogies, and now normally if you look at some pictures of Metallica, they have a very sort of almost like a weird V with a little clip on it. They push these live, these go up almost max the lower mid, upper mid, and the mid's almost at 0. But I've been kind of tone matching to some isolated guitars, and this is quite a gentle V on here. And like I say, but the impulse responses are doing the real heavy lifting here. I'll do some other videos on like the Black Album tone and others, and I'll muck around. The Injustice, the Master of Puppets one, what I'll do, I'll run the Boogie into the power stage of my Marshall to mimic what they did on that album as well. So yeah, you just heard that, and now I'll just shut up and play some riffs. Here we go.